on the middle line in that green box is where we really want them. And I always say, like, adaptability is kind of like having a nervous system that is able to respond to stress, but then it's able to recover very easily.
Mm,
A nervous system that responds to stress but stays stuck, that is not adaptable. That is, just
gotcha.
that's the opposite, right? So
Yeah.
we want a system that, because nervous systems are always responding to things, whether it's sickness or an injury or a fall or stress at
Yeah.
home or whatever. It's always in ebb and flow, but we
Yeah.
want it to respond and then bounce back, right? That's what we're after.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say to the parent though that, I mean, obviously a lot of parents that walk into your practice are desperate, but they're really desperate for quick results.
Yeah.
Um, but hasn't really yet learned to trust the process. How do you
Yeah.
navigate that conversation?
Education. Education. I mean, we have, a ton of parents who kind of are on the full spectrum, right? We've got moms and dads who, are those holistic parents. They're like, we know it's going to take time and we're all in, right? But we also have parents that are super, super skeptical. And it's like, are you sure this is going to work? Right. And, for those parents, it's even more important to explain and be patient with them and say, hey, look, I know you want a very quick fix for this.
Yeah.
I understand that. From a parent
Yeah.
perspective, you wanna sleep. From a parent perspective, you don't want your kid to have anxiety. From a parent perspective, you want your kid to be, the all-star on the soccer team, right? But at the same time, we also need to understand that the reason why we went so far back in their kind of history, if you will, and their birth story and all the things is I want you to understand this stuff has been going on for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, however long it is,
Yeah.
right? And it's going to take a little bit of time. I'm not saying it's going to take 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get out of it. I'm just saying it's going to take some time for their
Yeah.
nervous system to bounce back. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, kids, fortunately, are a lot more adaptable than we are. So they
Yeah.
typically respond. Now, if I have a 60-year-old, we've been at this for, a good 60 years, right? It's going to take a little bit more time. But most people, they kind of understand, okay, he's got me and he's got us and he's got, he understands what he's doing. But then along the lines, as we're coming in for their third visit of the week and they've been doing this for 4 weeks, there is a kind of a moment where it's like, okay, I need to reiterate and re-educate all the time, right? So I'm constantly giving them little pearls of wisdom, and my
Yeah.
staff is too. They've been trained on, hey, they are doing so well, but look at the milestones that they've achieved since receiving care here. You said they weren't
Mhm.
sleeping, and they're now sleeping 6 to 7 hours a night. You said that they weren't, able to really focus in school, but you just showed us a report last week that said, hey, little Susie Q is doing amazing in school. I've really noticed a turnaround. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Right. So we have to kind of reiterate because how quickly people forget where they started, right? Once they
Oh
start
yeah.
well.
Oh, 100%. That applies to like every area of our life, Dr. Josh.
1000%. 1000%. We forget just how much pain we were in when
Yeah.
we're
Oh yeah.
feeling good, right?
Yes.
So
1,000%. Whew.
um,
Okay. I'm over here wondering if I like need to book a follow-up appointment for my inner child.
yeah,
But all
come
right. So
handle
let
it. We'll walk through that. How about that?